1,290 miles from home, I embark on a journey to chase one of the most elusive fly fishing species in the world. One that is at the top of most fly anglers' bucket list, yet most of them never get to check it off. Over a span of 72 hours, I embark on a journey to chase the most elusive species you can catch on a fly rod. We traveled over 150 miles by boat, just in hopes that we got to dance with the silver ghost.
No noise, guys. Think like ghosts.
Even better. Shout out Davis for dropping me off at the airport. 5 hours and we're in That's where I'm headed. There's that.
Sounds fancy.
See you guys there. As I arrived in Belize, we immediately ran into trouble. They wanted my drone or 50 bucks. So they got their 50 bucks.
Huh?
You're gonna take off and go back, right?
Take it back where?
Home.
Yeah.
No, but I say you go back there to the snack bar. You're gonna want a Bellikin beer. Go get some money, man. You can't pay your credit card for that.
You should have told me that your boss was getting 50 and we could have worked something else out, but you told me $50 and that's what we went with. Right. And you came back mighty quick for there to be much negotiating. You tried.
No, because I told you were there.
Oh, he already knew.
Yeah, but he can't go and just go over the girl.
Right.
So I told him from there. So I'll tell the guy you want it back.
$50.
Yeah. All right, buddy.
After that, it was 2 quick puddle jumper plane rides, and we had arrived in Ambergris Key, Belize. I quickly set up my fishing gear, traveled the premises, and then went to bed. It was safe that in the morning everyone was pretty optimistic.
Today?
7,000.
Shake your thumb. Shake your thumb.
Oh, we'll get one more than Sean.
One more than Sean.
One more than Sean.
That seems to be that seems to be everybody's goal. How many are you catching?
I'm just trying to go out and have a great day today.
Yeah.
Not going to jinx myself. Going out for a great day today.
Just a great day. We're out on the one.
Yeah, that's not what you said first. You're skunked.
Out of respect for Gordy, I didn't want to just show up and put a camera in his face, but it's safe to say he got us on the bonefish pretty quickly.
They didn't want it?
They're very spooky.
It's too meaty. Oh, you have the right one right here. This is the one I was crushing them with yesterday. This little gotcha. This little thing. That's what I like to hear.
It's the only time a little thing works, you know?
Gordy's prediction was right. 1 cast, and Matt hooked up to his first bonefish ever. If you know me, you know I was itching to get to the front of the boat. But it was important to remind ourselves that all of this was in preparation for the time that we saw our first permit.
Get on, man. Beautiful, dude. Put it in the water. Get the fly out, if we can. Yeah, there you go. Oh.
I told Gordy coming into the trip that my only goal was to catch a permit, but he took one look at me and he wasn't so sure. He knew that our time spent chasing bonefish was very important to my success if we did ever get to see a permit. It didn't take long, and I had a nice bonefish at the side of the boat. This is one that he called a stud for Belize. It was about 4 pounds, which isn't huge for the entire world, but Belize is known for typically small bonefish. I immediately jumped in the water to make it a little bit more dramatic, and I got a couple sweet pictures with the fish, and then I sent him on his way. We didn't know this, but next, it was tarpon that we were going to get a shot at, and I wasn't prepared.
Go again. Strip, strip. It's all right, they're gone. Sorry, good try. Maybe give your body a shot now because you got your shot. And it's not a lot of Tarpon around, it's just that speed. Hopefully they can come back. Good try, you made him eat, but again. It's okay. Fuck it.
So on a tarpon, same, you want it here?
Exactly, I just told you just now.
I'm saying, I felt like I went here.
No, you did this.
I went sideways?
Fuck yes.
You went
Big time.
You look like me on a redfish.
Yeah. Well, I don't even set striper like that, so I don't know why. I backwards set striper.
That's what we wanted. That's what I would love if you did that. That would have worked perfect. But for some reason, your instinct and you went this way. Wham! Pull it away from the fish's mouth.
Missed the tarpon. Ate it right next to the boat. The bush pig.
Come up though. Huh? Huh?
Genuinely
Come up there a
injured.
couple weeks.
Very much so.
I had heard from everybody on the island that Gordy was the real deal, especially when it came to permit. His casting skills and his way at presenting fish were top notch, and I wanted to learn everything that I could in the short amount of time I had with him. However, if we saw something fun, we had to chase it. And this time, we saw something.
Sick. Look at that ball of jacks. Holy shit. Just keep it short and wait, right? That's a fucking ball of jacks, baby. You see it?
Oh my god.
look how many jacks. That's a ball of stripers.
That is a ball of stripers. Let's get it.
Look at me. Point the rod straight out. Big long strips, right?
Okay.
Just wait. Don't be scared to put it on him and don't be scared to rip the shit out of that fly, okay? Go.
I hooked up on them immediately. It didn't take much. All you had to do was present them with the fly, and they ate it. The hook set was the important part, because once you got them pinned, they were on. My old Orvis store manager once told me that jacks were the hardest fighting fish in the world, and up until this point, I believed him.
Yes, sir.
Man, you thinking.
Just the crack. Let it drop. Good job.
What? Tighten it?
Not too much. Not too much. Loosen it.
I just clicked it one time. Yeah, just one time. Guys, I'm so far into my backing right now.
We didn't realize it then, but as Gordy told me to tighten down my drag, I actually exploded my entire drag system into about 30 different pieces.
Okay.
That was certainly not good, but somehow we still had the fish on. Up to this point, this was by far my longest fight ever on a fly rod. But as I look back now, again, it was just preparation for the big moment.
We're definitely gonna use
Hey guys. See you later, buddy.
Rip it, move it.
Although Matt didn't end up hooking one of these fish, I thought it was important to show you how many were in front of our boat. It was epic. On day 2, we got an early start. 5 a.m. and we were on the boat, headed north. We had about an hour and 30-minute ride to get to the land of giants, or as Gordy calls it, the land of ghosts. Lucky for us, the ride was very scenic, and at some points, pretty sketchy as well. We arrived there just at the right tide, and Gordy started warming us up with a school of bonefish. This was a larger school of bonefish, and they were very active, weaving in and out of the grass, chasing shrimp and crabs. There was also a very annoying herring up there in shallow water, chasing the bonefish as they tried to eat.
Drop it. Keep going. Now fuck with the water. Wait, look at me. One's coming.
But eventually, we got the shot that we wanted, and I placed a good cast.
Stop. Wait. Strip. Raise it up. Got him. Oh, you're gonna break him. Oh, yeah. Got lucky, buddy. Good job. That was a permanent one.
As you can tell, although I only have a small bonefish on, Gordy is thinking bigger picture. Everything that I'm doing, he's critiquing as if I had a permit on. This is huge for me and my success later in the day.
Not a big bone wrapped around the boat.
What Gordy understood that we didn't was that every fish that we had caught so far was nothing compared to a permit. The nerves, the precision, and the focus had to be far greater when chasing the ghost.
Because the bonefish, what they do is they rub their face in the bottom. By you doing that, you're giving him more advantage for him to spit it out. You get me? That's why we raise the rod up, to keep him away from rubbing the coral, the grass, whatever rock. Sorry, fuck, there's a big bonefish in front of me. Holy shit.
You go. There he is.
Get up here real quick. Get up here. Look at those two big bonefish swimming down at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
It was Matt's turn to catch a bonefish, and we had a small school in front of us. But quickly, in the distance, Gordy spotted the ghost. He called us both up to the front of the boat to explain what they were doing and where they were heading. After Matt hooks up, we'll go chase him, he says. As Matt hooked into one of the small schoolie bonefish in front of us, my heart started pounding. My hands started shaking because I knew what was coming after this. I was going to get the shot that I've been dreaming about for so long. One more time. Nice, dude. Now let him go.
I'm gonna show you the fish. You see the fish? I don't wanna hear you say nothing. Big school, you see them. The crab needs to drop right on it. Like if the big school is there, you can do here. This is common sense. If the big school is facing right, you drop it right in front of them. Bloop, like the tarpon, you get me? You let the crab sink while you strip the slack if you have slack. When I say so, just wait. No noise, guys. No fucking noise. Wait. Put it right in the middle. You see him? Go.
Gordy put us on the school so perfectly, and I laid out a beautiful cast.
Good. Wait. Strip slow. Strip slow. Strip. Strip. Slower.
But they didn't want it.
Bring it in real quick. Hurry up. Wait. Don't throw.
Soaking in everything Gordy had to say at the back of the boat was paramount to our success of catching one of these fish.
Now. Good. Wait. 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 Strip it slow. They don't like it. They don't like it. They don't fucking like it. Okay, bring it all the way in. Just wait. Don't do anything. Get his yellow box out. Open the yellow box for him. Dude, that was crazy. That was epic. See that big one?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta switch the flight. No noise, guys. Think like ghosts.
We have a new fly on. This time, it is a brown raghead.
Wait.
Will it work? I guess we'll find out.
Quick. Wait. Strip slow. Slower. Keep going. Slow. Keep going. Rod tip down. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Recast. Hurry up.
As expected, these fish were very spooky and hard to deal with. One movement, one cast too far, one fiber on your fly out of place, and they didn't want it.
Give your buddy a
These
shot.
fish
That
are
was 2
bougie.
shots. Good job. They were all over. All over. That one kept coming all the way to the
We
back.
got a follow, but yet again, denied.
I did everything you said, though.
That was perfect. Perfect first shot. Beautiful. The second
Yeah, the
shot,
second
I
shot.
didn't like it.
It was
because-
a little long.
No, listen.
Need
you
to be
still-
more left.
You still don't understand. You don't understand. Just like the bonefish yesterday. Those first fish are already onto you. The back fish are fresh. Why not just make an easy shot and throw it to the back one instead of killing yourself and trying to go around them? Those are stuff that you will get eventually
The more I do it.
experience.
Right.
Leading and predicting on making the best shots. You get me? There's a lot of fish in that group. Go for the ones in the back that haven't got spooked yet.
Right.
Don't go for the ones in the front.
Right.
If you spook the ones in the front, everybody will get spooked. If you spook the ones in the back, you have a more chance of not spooking the ones in the front because the lead fish lead everything.
Gordy wanted to change flies yet again. This was our third fly. All crab patterns. The only difference in each of them was color.
Sure you're tight.
This time,
Matter of fact,
we went with white.
School that everybody wants to find. That's a money fucking school. Some fish look hungry too. That's gonna be the one. Great. Follows, very curious fish. It's just a matter of him switching and just. We cannot control that. All we can do is lay it perfect and strip slow and let the crab hopefully get their attention. Remember, it's a fake crab, it's not a real crab. It doesn't have smell, it doesn't have action, it's not real. That's a good one though, that white raghead. Those are money. Let's try it. That other green one was money though. If we kept going with that little baby green one, we could have probably hooked one. That's the thing, you want to keep going, you want to keep trying with the same fly. If you're very confident with a fly, you never change it. You just keep laying it in there beautiful until eventually one will eat it, right? But I just want to switch it up a little bit because I want to see. Sometimes if you switch it up and you find the one they're eating, because we just did 3 different colors. You understand? Yeah. We went brown to green to white now. If they're focusing on white, then dude, every shot you put it on that one, they go crazy, right? That's how you find what they're eating, just like any other fish. Right. Go. Going right. Drop it down. Drop it. Wait. Strip slow. Strip. Slower. Strip. Strip. God, let it go. Up.
Clear that line, clear the line.
Holy shit, go help him. Hurry, grab the line underneath. Watch the line get to the reel.
There he was. We were face to face and hooked up with the ghost. My heart was pounding and my brain didn't even know what to think. All I knew was I wanted to do everything I could to land this fish and get my picture.
he ate it like weird though, because you had to strip a little. You see
Faster.
the fly moving?
I had to move it faster.
I know.
As soon as I twitched it faster, she ate
I
it.
know, I saw it. Let him have it. Be very careful, okay? Come on, don't do anything. Check it out. We're gonna have to follow him, but you have to be careful the way
At
you
this
reel.
early in the
Don't
fight,
knock palm
I had
above
no idea what I was about to endure. The couple long runs that he had been on were crazy, but I figured I'd have him boat side in a couple of minutes.
So
time. Okay, this is not even close to finishing, okay?
how big is he?
He's a nice one.
Nice one.
Definitely a nice one. You saw him.
Yeah, he's nice.
He's nice. Nice and easy. He's a big fish. This one was bigger than the first one trying to eat it. There was one that was trying to eat it first.
And then
then
when
this
I
one
stripped
came
it
from the
faster,
side
he
and-
came from the side.
I missed it, and then you kept stripping, and he just came up.
Hey guys, Matt, he's the GOAT. But Gordy is just a little bit more goated.
Cow.
Big permits in Belize. Hit him up. Oh my gosh. Dude, he's still just pulling drag.
Do not try to caught him.
I'm running out of backing.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think so. There's a lot of backing. Real. Careful, okay?
Sir.
They'll do a lot of that stuff. Expect unexpected runs from it.
I quickly began to realize that this was a marathon and not a sprint, as Gordy slowly pulled towards the fish. We chased him all around that flat, but he never seemed to get any closer.
Straight out. 12 o'clock, going to 1 o'clock. Still just pulling drag.
I want to get away from it. It's not like a, dude. This is not like you have heavy tippet. It's a, you know.
Yeah, I get it.
It's a very
Yeah, 16
sensitive,
pound.
Yeah, it's a sensitive fish, right? Very strong, and it can
Pop
those
this,
head
no
shakes,
problem. I feel the head shake.
Crazy runs. You have to be careful.
I'd be lying if my own fishing intuition didn't come into play a little bit during this fight. There was a couple times where I just knew that I was gonna run out of line. Gordy just told me to chill.
I'm running out of backing.
No, you have a lot of backing, dude. What are you talking about?
I'm saying.
There's a lot of backing there. That's thick.
I'm nervous. Are you sure? I think I have 50 yards, 60 yards left.
The captain.
I know. I got you.
Just tell him I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain now, buddy. Your team.
I get this fishing, I call you whatever you want.
They call me daddy. We're gonna head to the beach. Slowly gonna beach
pretty far. He's further than I could cast a 2-ounce spoon on a surf rod.
The power and force behind this fish was something that I had never seen before. I had heard that they were strong fighters, but this was something different. This was special. Something I'll never forget for the rest of my life.
So cool. Oh my gosh.
It really beat me to the grave. There was a couple points where I really thought, if I don't get some water, I might pass out. But I endured.
I'm literally about to die. Like, this is harder than trying to marlin.
Not over here. Don't get too comfortable.
I'm not comfortable at all. I'm very, very uncomfortable.
Rocky, Mike. Be careful, buddy. This is the most important part of the whole catching a permit now. The very final minutes of the show, right? What can go wrong? Because he's trying to, you know, he's gonna fight for his life too. That's you best believe that.
It had gotten to the point where most of the adrenaline had worn off, and it was important not to get lazy. My heart was still pounding from excitement.
Stay in the boat.
But my body was tired, and my arms were growing weak. I didn't know how much longer I could take it.
This is the most powerful fish I've ever caught. For sure. Striper have nothing on this. Like, he's back 150 yards away.
It's a big. Did you see him on the side?
Yeah.
That's a nice boy. Let's take a shot. That's a trophy fish, man.
It is.
All of them are trophy. All of them inside that school is trophy fish. Nothing less than 10 pounds in that school. Nothing less.
After about an hour of fighting this fish, I started to lose a little bit of confidence. I went from, man, I'm about to land an awesome permit, to, am I ever going to get this fish in? So many things can go wrong that could make disaster strike.
This thing's
You're gonna
this
get
thing
your
is
12 rounds.
thinking Floyd Mayweather.
12 rounds.
Mike Tyson out here.
Yeah, Mike Tyson is 1 round, baby.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Respect the mic. Or bites are yours.
I was a little kid and I remember that day.
Gordy was doing his best to keep me focused, but at times it seemed like his mind was wandering a bit as well.
Ask for no mustard. Mustard. I would say I don't like mustard, but it kind of gets
better and
It's better, y'all. Look at that silver goat.
But it's not silver. Your boat.
Not silver.
This is wild. This is a full-on dog. I just can't get anything on it, dude. It's kind of wild.
At this point, the plan was pretty much tire out the fish until he couldn't fight anymore. I just didn't have the gear or the line power to compete with him. As the fight went on, I started to think about how difficult it was just to hook into a permit and all that we had done to get to the point where we were at. I thought about an old quote that Del Brown, the most famous permit fisherman of all time, said, "Many out of jealousy, envy, or whatever, come off with something like, if I spent that much time fishing for permit, I'd rack up a hefty score too." Well, in my mindset, those bozos are off the wall and complete idiots. Indeed, opportunity is tantamount to success, but if you can't capitalize when it presents itself, you might as well be in the parking lot or just stay at your desk job. From my experience, what Del Brown said is spot on. You could be around permit every single day, but if you're not presenting them with the right fly and the right way, you'll never get one to your boat.
He said I don't know how to
Once you are this deep into the fight, it's very important that you maintain focus. Any little thing could ruin the last hour that you spent fighting this fish.
Is this typical? I'm gonna need a pop of water.
I have never been dragged through a fight like this by a fish.
Very important. When I go grab this fish, hand off the knob. I'm gonna gently pull the line, and if he runs, I let him run. If I tell you slack, you pull some line, okay? Let's get the fly in.
It's very important to approach these fish slowly and quietly. You don't want them to burn the very last energy that they have right when you grab the line. Because, again, that's the end of the fight. This tactic of landing a fish is not one that I would recommend to someone who is inexperienced. But Gordy, being known as the Permit King, I was going to let him land this permit any way that he wanted. I'd be lying if I said that my stomach didn't start churning as soon as he grabbed my line. But again, it was just my job to sit back and let the king do his thing.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my gosh! Look how funny it is. Look at that head, dude. Look how ticky. This is like, oh my goodness. 22 pounds, 23 pounds.
That is crazy.
This is a big permit.
Can I hold that down?
Yeah, a big permit.
Oh my gosh. Guys, welcome to Belize. Oh my gosh. Get over here, Gordy, real quick. Yo, this guy right here, this is what you get when you get on the boat with him. So if you're ever coming to Belize, El Pescador, make sure you ask for Gordy and listen. Give him a good tip after he catches you a world-class permit like this.
Beautiful.
Oh my lord.
Okay. Cut.
This is insane, man. Ate my white raghead tied by barefoot flies. Check this out. Man, what an experience, man.
Wow.
Yep. Alright, let's get this crab out.
Grab it again. Dude, he's barely hooked. Oh my god. I mean, he was hooked, right? But he was not hooked that well. That's a little hook. That's a baby hook.
Oh my gosh, dude.
So that baby hook's work.
I know who took that video I posted on Instagram.
as I watched the ghost vanish into the abyss. I took the moment to look inward and think about all the things that had to come together in my life for me to be where I am right now. I couldn't help but feel grateful for the opportunity to chase my dreams at such an early stage in my career. I can't believe I've been afforded the opportunity to travel the world and chase great fish, just like the Silver Ghost.
I didn't record any of it.
I'd like to end this video off by saying a couple thank yous to some really important people that made this happen. The first one is Matt Brooks. Matt, if you're listening to this, man, I really appreciate all the things that you did for this video, all the filming and time that you spent on the boat, making sure that I got a good production. Man, you don't know what that means to me. It means so much. Thanks to the 5 guys who came with me on this trip that allowed me to go. And Orvis, obviously, thank you for endorsing this trip and paying all expenses for me to get to go experience this amazing, beautiful fishery. So, appreciate you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and leave us a comment to let us know what you want to see next. After that permit, you know what we got to do. Let me get a cheers. Cheers, dude. Oh, beer has never tasted better.